Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Universe Mode here on the Planet Clutch YouTube channel. And boy, it feels good to be back. It's been a while, but like I said, we're happy to be back. And we've got a jam-packed show here tonight. And we are going to kick things off momentarily with a fatal four-way to decide the number one contender for Asuka's Women's Championship. Now it is time for a fatal four-way matchup to decide the number one contender for Asuka's Raw Women's Championship. And the first competitor we have here is Paige. Paige, of course, under the old regime, was forced to be the general manager of SmackDown. But now that Triple H and Stone Cold have taken over, she is back into the ring. She has been given the thumbs up from the medical staff. She is 100%, and she is looking to get back into the Women's Championship scene. Of course, she was a previous Divas Champion, but tonight she will look to pick up a victory and take on Asuka at Backlash. And here's an interesting addition to this matchup. But given the fact that Ruby Riott was able to defeat Nia Jax last week, General Manager Stone Cold felt that she deserved to be in this matchup rather than Nia Jax. So Ruby Riott added to this matchup, rather new here in the WWE, but she can certainly make an impact. And she's certainly not one to be counted out in any type of matchup. And perhaps the favorite here in this matchup, Charlotte Flair. And of course, she lost to Asuka a couple of weeks ago for the Women's Championship. So Charlotte, of course, would love to win this matchup and get a bit of retribution on Asuka and to capture the Women's Championship for the first time here in Universe Mode. And you know, of the four in this matchup, Asuka has to be hoping that Charlotte does not come out with the victory here tonight. And another favorite in this matchup has to be Sasha Banks. And of course, Sasha, previous women's champion, has had a lengthy feud with Charlotte Flair in the past, but she has never captured the Women's Championship here in Universe Mode. So she would like to change that here tonight, or at least get the process started by winning this matchup and moving on to take on Asuka at Backlash in just 2 weeks' time. And we are about to get things underway here as we see Paige. We have Ruby Riott, Charlotte, and the boss, Sasha Banks. And the referee calls for the bell, and this match gets underway. We see Charlotte and Paige fighting on one side, and Ruby Riott tossing Sasha Banks over the top rope and laying a vicious punch to knock her to the outside. Charlotte seems to be getting the better of Paige on the other side, but Paige able to reverse. Paige now, and a drop kick takes down Charlotte Flair, and on the outside, Sasha Banks finally regaining some momentum against Ruby Riott. On the inside now we see Paige. And she slams the throat of Charlotte up under that first rope. And here we see she's locking in a single leg Boston Crab, but Charlotte able to wrap her arm around that rope. Paige now with a suplex, and Charlotte appears to be in a world of hurt. Paige now slamming Charlotte into the floor. But over on the other side, head to the chin, and Ruby Riott rolls out of the ring. Banks now slamming Paige into the mat. Paige with an uppercut taken by the opposite end. And Charlotte takes down Sasha. And now we see Paige and Flair going back at it again. Paige going for a cover. Hook of the leg. Oh, but a kick out before the ref can even begin the count. Ruby Riott now back into the ring and a neck breaker delivered. And you had to be concerned when any type of move is delivered to the neck of Paige. Of course, we know her previous neck injuries and how they nearly ended her career. Sasha Banks now back into the ring. Oh, but she's caught by Ruby Riott. Oh, and a Hurricanrana. Banks now trying to make her way back to her feet. Oh, but Charlotte Flair taking down Ruby Riott with a drop kick from behind. Paige now quickly, and a leg sweep takes down Ruby Riott, goes for the pin, but is broken up by Charlotte Flair. Oh, and a German suplex takes out Charlotte Flair. Paige looking outstanding in this matchup, and she's sizing up Charlotte. Could we see the rampage here? Oh, but it's reversed by Charlotte. Charlotte now. Oh, and she tosses Paige over the top rope, and she rolls out on her inside of the ring. We see Ruby Riott delivering an elbow to Sasha Banks. Oh, and a kick to the face. Could that be it? Ruby Riott hooking a leg. Oh, but Sasha Banks able to kick out at 2. But it drawed the attention of Charlotte. Charlotte now back in the ring. Could this be a figure 4? She's locked in the figure 4. Going for the bridge to make the figure 8. But she releases the hold. Flair now taking down. Oh, and she's going for a single leg Boston Crab. Could Charlotte tap out? Could this be it? Oh, but Sasha able to battle out. Ruby Riott now tossing Charlotte to the outside. Oh, but Charlotte able to catch on. I do not think that Ruby noticed that she stayed there, but Paige taking care of business, knocking Sasha to the outside as Ruby rolls outside. Paige now fighting with Sasha, but Sasha able to battle out. Sasha with some vicious slaps. Oh, and a slap returned. Paige tossing Sasha into the ring. And we see both Paige and Charlotte sliding in at the same time. And they will go head to head again. Paige, wonderful power here by Paige. Not showing any amount of ring rust at all. Just tossing around Charlotte Flair. And as we know, Charlotte is not a small girl. Perhaps the tallest in the division. On the other side, we see a neck breaker here, delivered by Sasha Banks. A missed spear by Charlotte Flair. And a neck breaker delivered to Charlotte. Banks going for the pin. Oh, but Charlotte able to kick out after 2. As all 4 girls back into the ring now. Oh, and Ruby Riott targeting the neck of Paige. Ruby now tossing Paige onto the other side. Could we see a bank statement? She's locked in the bank statement, but I believe that Charlotte's foot may have caught in the bottom rope, and a running bulldog delivered to Ruby Riott. Sasha now turning her attentions back to Charlotte. See a couple of clotheslines followed by a drop kick. Charlotte now delivering some slaps. Picking up Paige, but Paige able to battle out. It seemed as though Charlotte tried to attack the referee for a second. That may have been a vital mistake here in this matchup. Ruby Riott back into the ring now. Oh, and Charlotte able to sweep the legs of Paige. Oh, and a spear delivered by Charlotte. Could this be it here in this matchup? But Ruby Riott sneaks in, delivers a drop kick. Or a kick to the face, rather. Dragging Charlotte to the middle, hook of the leg for the pin. Oh, but Sasha Banks able to get in. Ruby Riott, though, flying through the air with the Hurricanrana. On the other side, we see Paige getting back to her feet. Oh, but no! She's going to pin Charlotte! Oh, but Sasha caught it out of the corner of her eyes. Could we see a rampage here? Hook of the leg for the pin. Oh, but Sasha able to kick out as Ruby Riott's breakup attempt came just short. Ruby Riott now. Oh, but she's flipped by Sasha. Ruby tossing Sasha into the corner. What could we see here? Oh, and we see the shoulder to the midsection now off the rope. Oh, and a kick to the face off the other rope. Oh, but she's intercepted by Charlotte Flair. Oh, Charlotte Flair now sizing up Sasha. Oh, but Sasha with a reversal. But Paige right behind her. Could this be the rampage? Oh, and the rampage. Paige going for the pin. Oh, but Sasha Banks somehow. Oh, and you see a neck breaker again delivered by Ruby. And you see the figure four. Charlotte on Sasha. Paige, turn around. Turn around, Paige. Could Charlotte tap? Or Sasha, rather. But Paige finally notices what's happening there. And able to break up the submission hold. Sasha delivering a vicious slap to Paige. And you can tell Paige didn't like that. Oh, and another neck breaker. And you can see both Sasha and Ruby targeting the neck of their opponent. And you know, given Paige's history with neck injuries, it could be considered dirty, but at the end of the day, everyone's looking out for their own. And each of these four women would love to go to Backlash to take on Asuka. And you can see by the effort given here tonight, all four very worthy. Hook of the leg for a pin. But Ruby able to kick out after two. Paige now sliding back into the ring. She has Charlotte Holt. Could we see a rampage? Rampage hit by Paige, but Sasha gets back in on the other side. And both Sasha and Ruby breaking up the pin attempt. Paige, however, not giving up on Charlotte, but Charlotte able to battle out. Reversal by Paige, though. Caught her with the right. Oh, but Charlotte fighting back from the... Hold on a second. Bank statement locked in. Bank statement on Ruby Riott. Oh, and Ruby taps out. Sasha Banks is heading to Backlash to take on Asuka. What a matchup to kick off Raw here. And you know this has to be disappointing for Paige and for Charlotte and even Ruby Riott. Everyone brought their A game tonight. But Sasha Banks saw the opportunity with Paige and both Charlotte distracted, and she locked in the bank statement on Ruby Riott. Ladies and gentlemen, Sasha Banks will be heading to Backlash to take on Asuka. Okay, so we'll check in on the mid-card here, and we see first Pete Dunne defeating Johnny Gargano in a one-on-one matchup. Sami Zayn defeating Cedric Alexander in a one-on-one. We see Batista defeating Bobby Lashley and Rusev in a triple threat match. And the fifth match of the night, Bayley defeating Nikki Bella and Brie Bella. So also on the card, we have Eric Young and Alexander Wolf defending the Raw Tag Team Championships against Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And the main event, we have Kurt Angle taking on Braun Strowman for the final spot in that WWE Universal Championship match at Backlash. Of course, we saw last week Brock Lesnar already advanced, so the winner will take on Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship in 2 weeks at Backlash. But first, we will check in on the Tag Team Championship matchup. Alright folks, and we are here, and it is time for the Tag Team Championship matchup. And first, we will see the Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly, and they are accompanied by Adam Cole, the WWE European Champion. And of course, Roderick Strong not here tonight, but the Undisputed Era are still 3 men strong. And with Adam Cole at ringside, you know the Undisputed Era has to feel confident about their chances in this tag team matchup. Undisputed Era burst onto the scene a year ago in NXT, and they have caused quite a lot of damage, even here in Universe Mode. We saw last week Adam Cole capturing the European Championship from Elias, and of course Elias hospitalized with some neck injuries. We're not entirely sure the severity quite yet. We should know by next week if he will be good to go at Backlash. And Elias sent out a tweet earlier this week saying that he feels as though he can be 100% in just 2 weeks at Backlash. And you know that he would love an opportunity to get his European Championship back. But tonight, the focus is on Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, as they will try to take out SAnitY and capture the Raw Tag Team Championships. SAnitY, of course, no strangers to the Undisputed Era, as these teams fought through tooth and nail in NXT, but this is now Universe Mode. We have Alexander Wolf, Eric Young, they are the tag champs, and of course they will be accompanied tonight by Killian Dane. SAnitY is just one of those teams you can never really put your thumb on. You do not know what they could bring on any given night, but they are ruthless. They don't care for anyone besides their own, and that will be on full display here tonight as they defend the Raw Tag Team Championships. And we see Bobby Fish, he will go in first for the Undisputed Era, and Eric Young in for SAnitY. Bobby Fish though with a German suplex to start things off. Trying to follow that up by bringing Eric Young to the ground, but Young able to reverse it. Oh, and an elbow to the shoulder of Bobby Fish. Kick to the midsection now, and a spinning neckbreaker takes down Bobby Fish. Eric Young looking strong here in the early going. However, Fish able to battle out. Fish now with another suplex. And it should be interesting to see which team utilizes their tag team partner most in this matchup. As we know in the past, Undisputed Era are pretty bang bang when it comes to tagging in and out of matchups. Eric Young able to get out of that leg hold. But Bobby Fish tossing him into the corner with a running knee. Fish now. Oh, and slamming Eric Young into the mat. And the fans absolutely on top of Bobby Fish here. They're rooting for SAnitY. Oh, and Kyle O'Reilly getting involved, distracting Eric Young momentarily. Bobby Fish now tossing Eric Young into the corner. And we see a tag here. Kyle O'Reilly, a very technical wrestler, and he will get his opportunity to show his trade here tonight. However, Eric Young able to tag in Alexander Wolf, and Kyle O'Reilly met with a flying boot. However, a discus forearm knocks down Alexander Wolf. Kyle O'Reilly now the technical mastermind, and he is going to go to work here. He loves to be on the mat. Very, as we said, very technical, and you can see here locking in some type of armbar, but he also has the leg. You can just see the torque on the shoulder and groin areas of Alexander Wolf. However, Wolf able to get out of that hold. Oh, and Kyle O'Reilly, you could hear that one. Killian Dane now getting involved in this matchup, distracting Kyle O'Reilly. Alexander Wolf with a German suplex. So Killian Dane getting involved early here may or may not be a good sign for SAnitY, as Adam Cole still standing at bay. Kyle O'Reilly now calling for Wolf to get up. What could we see here? Oh, and a big vicious right hand knocking Alexander Wolf to the outside, and Kyle O'Reilly chases him down. O'Reilly now, oh, but it's reversed by Alexander Wolf. Wolf now looking for a slam, but reversed, and a missile dropkick sends Alexander Wolf face first into the apron. Wolf now, oh, and a reversal taking down Kyle O'Reilly. They need to watch out here. Kyle O'Reilly cannot get counted out. That would be a defense for SAnitY. I'm not sure what is happening here, but neither member can seem to get in. Alexander Wolf slides in. Oh, and SAnitY wins via countout. What a weird turn of events here, as neither Kyle O'Reilly or Alexander Wolf able to get the other into the ring. And with just seconds to go, Alexander Wolf sliding in as Kyle, look at the contact there. Kyle O'Reilly just slides in, but is not in time, as SAnitY defends the tag team championships with a countout. And you can see Undisputed Era coming up the ramp. They are furious. They didn't want things to end this way. Eric Young, he's pumped. But now it's time to move on to the main event matchup. So before we go too far here, first of all, we'd like to recap some Backlash matches that are coming up. Samoa Joe versus Randy Orton for the Intercontinental Championship. And of course, May tonight, Sasha Banks will take on Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. Also announced, Elias will take on Adam Cole for the European Championship. And of course, a big main event, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We have John Cena, Roman Reigns, Tommaso Ciampa, and AJ Styles. And let's not forget, this week on SmackDown, we will have The Bar taking on the Usos, defending their tag team championships. And of course, Raw next week, we will have Randy Orton and a mystery partner taking on Samoa Joe and The Miz. Alright folks, it is main event time. We have Kurt Angle taking on Braun Strowman. The winner, of course, will advance to take on Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship. Kurt Angle, of course, a decorated amateur and professional wrestler, and he would like nothing more than to defeat Braun Strowman here tonight and take on Brock Lesnar and become the inaugural Universal Champion here in Universe Mode. But I'm sure that Braun Strowman will have a thing or two to say about that. The monster among men, as he's referred to, would certainly like to capture the Universal Championship as well, but these two men will have to fight it out to see who will advance. As we said before, the monster among men, Braun Strowman, one of the biggest forces we have seen here in recent date. And in terms of monsters, there's perhaps none scarier here in present day WWE than Braun Strowman. He has all the tools required to be a champion, but he will have to go through the veteran Kurt Angle tonight in order to get his shot at Brock Lesnar and the Universal Championship. And things about to get underway here. Kurt Angle adjusting his knee pads. Braun Strowman just eyeing him up, and the bell goes. This match is underway. Kurt Angle delivering some fists and a headbutt to Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman just tosses Kurt aside like a rag doll. Big kick to the back. However, Angle knocking down Braun Strowman with a shoulder block, but Braun Strowman catches the leg and able to take down Kurt Angle. Strowman now lifting Angle up. Oh, and he drives the midsection of Angle into the knee. A big overhand punch, and he tosses Kurt up to the top rope. Oh, but Kurt able to kick out. Oh, and he's flipped and tossed into the mat as Braun Strowman displaying pure dominance here in the early going. Kurt just sitting, trying to gather his breath. Braun Strowman now appears to be toying with Kurt Angle. Oh, and he slams the face of Angle into his knee. This could be a quick matchup if Kurt Angle can't turn things around. Going for a pin, but Kurt able to kick out after one. Braun Strowman appears to be angry. Oh, but he's met with an elbow from Angle. Angle trying to take down Strowman, but unable to. What could we see here? It appears as though this could be some sort of ankle lock. Oh, but the power of Braun Strowman as he kicks Kurt Angle in the face to get out of the ankle lock. Angle now with a reverse neck breaker. Strowman though, oh, and a DDT. Strowman now locking in the grip on the shoulder area of Angle. Angle grimacing in pain. And he slams Angle to the mat. Oh, and he steps on the midsection of Kurt Angle. Shades of the Big Show. Oh, and a vicious overhand knocks Kurt Angle to the mat. Kurt Angle not having much luck here, but able to battle out and take down Strowman with a shoulder. Of course, Kurt Angle, a very technical wrestler in his own right, hoping to bring things to the ground to take Braun Strowman off of his feet. Kurt Angle would then have the advantage. in the ground game. But as long as Braun Strowman can maintain or basically stay on his feet, I think Braun Strowman holds the advantage in this matchup. Kurt Angle went for a pin there, but Braun Strowman able to kick out after one. Braun Strowman back to his feet now. That could have been a mistake by Kurt Angle. When you have a monster down, you do not let him back up. Oh, and an overhead flip, a belly to belly, taking down Braun Strowman. And Kurt Angle seems to have come alive here. Appears to have some sort of chin lock here. However, Braun able to battle out, and Braun back to his feet. Kick to the midsection now. Oh, but Kurt Angle targeting the legs of the big man. Going for a German suplex. That's one. That's two. Looking for the trifecta. Kurt Angle. And he hits the signature triple German suplex. It appears as though he has a crossface locked in now. Braun Strowman, though, with that tremendous power. Braun now tossing Kurt around. And I think Braun is mad. Angle now seems to have taken advantage once again. We will see this time if he will allow Braun Strowman back to his feet or not. And we see another chin hold locked in here. Braun Strowman appears to be struggling. Oh, but Braun Strowman kneeing Kurt Angle in the forehead. Angle, though, trying to bring Braun back down. Oh, and he hits an Angle slam, Olympic slam, whatever you would like to call it. But Kurt Angle going for the pin. Oh, but Braun Strowman kicks out after two. I thought he had him there. Angle able to hit the Olympic slam. Angle now. And you can just see the technical side of Kurt Angle coming out here now. As the ground game is his advantage, but Braun Strowman powering out back to his feet now. Braun Strowman just tossing Kurt Angle around. Just the power of this guy. I mean, not many people can toss Kurt Angle around like that. But Angle able to take down Strowman. Oh, but Strowman back to his feet and a big clothesline taking down Angle. This is bad news for Kurt Angle. Could this be a power slam? Oh, an Angle slammed into the mat and the pin. Oh, but Kurt Angle, what resiliency. Able to kick out after two, and Braun can't believe it. Strowman now, kick to the midsection. Angle back to his feet. But Braun Strowman. Angle, though, taking down Strowman. Could we see an ankle lock here? Kurt locking it in. Oh, but Braun Strowman able to power out once again. Has Angle against the ropes now. Oh, and the strength of Strowman sending Angle back to the middle of the ring. Angle, though, with a shoulder block. What are we going to see here? What does Kurt Angle have in mind? A shooting star press. Hit by Kurt Angle. Angle, hook of the leg. Oh, but Braun Strowman just able to get the shoulder up. Oh, and the straps are down. Angle sizing up Strowman. Looking for another Angle slam. And he hits it. Going for the pin. Kurt Angle has defeated Braun Strowman. However, I thought that Braun Strowman had his hand under that rope to break up the count. However, the ref didn't appear to see it. And Kurt Angle walks away victorious here tonight. You see Braun Strowman hit the power slam, but look at this wonderful, beautiful shooting star press. Kurt Angle, folks, he will be going to Backlash to take on Brock Lesnar. Universal Championship on the line. But that is all we have here tonight, folks. 2 weeks' time, Backlash. It will be Kurt Angle. It will be Brock Lesnar. And it is for the Universal Championship. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for checking out the video. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up. And if you have not already, subscribe to the channel. You can also check us out on Twitter. We are at Planet Clutch. And if you enjoy the channel and you'd like to support us, you can head on over to patreon.com/planetclutch and give us a donation. Also, we can be seen on Twitch streaming sometimes, twitch.tv/planetclutch. And as always, thank you for coming along, and we'll see you again next time. Take care, everyone.